Let's travel back in time to a land far away. It was called the Kingdom of Makuria. They were a fabulous bunch who knew how to make a splash in the world. Imagine the shimmering Nile River. Now picture a kingdom nestled along its banks. That was Makuria. It was located in what is now Sudan. This area is northeast Africa. This was a land of golden sands and bustling trade routes. For over 500 years, Makuria was a beacon of Christianity. The mighty Nile was their lifeline, you see. It wasn't just a river, darling. It was their highway. It brought life to the land and connected them to the rest of the world. Imagine the exotic goods flowing in and out of Makuria. They were trading with places as far as Egypt and beyond. This made Makuria a land of plenty. It's why everyone wanted a piece of it, sweetie. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. This kingdom wasn't just about riches, darling. Makuria was a fortress of faith. That's right, they held on to their Christian beliefs like a prized handbag. They even had their own unique blend of Christianity with roots in ancient Nubian traditions. Isn't that fascinating? It was a vibrant mix, much like their culture. Before Makuria, there were these smaller Nubian groups, darling. They were scattered along the Nile, just trying to make their mark. But then, something wonderful happened. Around 500 AD, these groups said, "Enough is enough." They decided to band together, like a really good girl gang. They formed the Kingdom of Makuria. They knew a good location when they saw one. Makuria was strategically placed along the Nile. This gave them control of trade. They were like the glamorous gatekeepers of the region. Everyone had to pass through their territory. Now let's talk religion, shall we? The kings of Makuria weren't just rulers, they were devout Christians. They even saw themselves as protectors of the faith. They showered the churches with gold and lands. Now that's what I call devoted. These kings were close to the Coptic church. Think of them as the ultimate trendsetters of Christianity in Egypt. The Makurian kings even got their religious leaders from the Coptic church. They wanted the best of the best, darling. Byzantium, the big player in the east, also took notice of Makuria. Imagine the diplomatic parties and the fabulous outfits. But Makuria wasn't all about religion, darling. They knew how to make a profit. They traded gold, salt, and textiles. Think of the caravans laden with luxurious fabrics, spices, and treasures. The markets must have been absolutely buzzing with excitement. Warriors and walls. Now, about their military, darling. Makuria had a serious army. Their elite cavalry, riding on camels and horses, were a force to be reckoned with. Imagine these warriors adorned in armor, charging across the desert sands. They weren't just about brute force, though. The Makurians were smart cookies. They built fortresses and walled cities. These weren't your average walls, darling. They were massive structures designed to withstand anything. These defenses sent a clear message. Don't even think about messing with Makuria, darling. And for centuries it worked like a charm. Section 5. The Fall and Legacy of Makuria. But even the most fabulous kingdoms can't last forever, can they? By the 13th century, things started to go south for Makuria. Internal squabbles and those pesky nomads from the east put a strain on the kingdom. It was like a designer dress falling apart at the seams. By the 15th century, Makuria was no more. The once great kingdom faded into history. But their story doesn't end there, darling. Their legacy lived on in the Nubian culture. Vestiges of their language, art, and traditions can still be found today. So there you have it, darling. The story of Makuria, a kingdom that rose from the sands to become a Christian powerhouse. They were traders, warriors, and devout believers. Their story is a reminder that even in the harshest of landscapes, beauty, faith, and prosperity can bloom. Until next time, stay fabulous. And don't forget to like and subscribe to MGOTV Media for more stories.